Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all having a good... It's Tuesday. Wow. I always seem to stream on Tuesday. I don't know why, but I do. It always seems to be Tuesday that I end up streaming on. And today is no exception. It's good to see everyone. I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all having a good day. So yeah, we have a challenge stream ahead of us today, which is fun. It's something a little bit different that I've never really done before on this channel. But I thought I would do a more difficult challenge, I think, that is going to involve, as you can tell by me in the title, trying to find Bob, so going on a bit of a villager hunt, and trying to find him with the tickets that I have. So I have 100 tickets, I have no more than that, and that is my limit for me being able to find Bob. Now, of course, I imagined I was going to get a lot of questions, so I answered a lot of them in the description. But obviously, I'm just going to reiterate, since I'm sure this is going to come up a lot, and I saw a few people say this in chat. Of course, I'm not going to do this kind of challenge with my main island, Kokomo, because I literally have like 3,000 hours on that, and deleting it for a challenge, like a live stream challenge, would be the dumbest thing I could do. Like, it would be a very high stakes challenge, don't get me wrong, but would it be worth it to delete my main island Kokomo for a YouTube challenge? I don't think so. So instead, I'm gonna put up my actual challenge island, which is Crossroads. It's a pretty basic island, but still, I've advanced it enough where I can do a lot of fun challenges on here. So if I have to delete it today, it will definitely be an inconvenience for me, because then I'm going to have to basically start completely from scratch. When this island basically has everything I need to do these kind of live streams. So, you know, there's still some there's still some stakes to this challenge, and it should be really interesting to see if we can actually do this. Don't be a coward. Find Bob and 100 tickets or delete your channel. Oh no. Can you imagine? Can you imagine doing that? To be honest with you, I think probably people would be quite annoyed if I deleted my main island for a challenge on YouTube. I would be as well. So, I'm a rascally clown. Right, I had to get that vaulting poll. Obviously, I've been waiting for people to come and join the stream. So, it seems like people are starting to join now, so maybe we can actually begin the hunt. I believe we do get one free Nook Mile ticket, so we're going to have to subtract one. There's no game sound. Yeah, I don't stream with game sound because I'm just using my own music. I mean, the music in the game basically just repeats over and over again. You'll just be hearing the same tracks. You'll be hearing the same villager audio again and again. So I don't feel like I really need that. I'd rather use my own remixes so people can listen to stuff. You don't have his amiibo. I do, but that's not really the point of this challenge. It's not just to get Bob. It's the fun of doing a villager hunt. I mean, a lot of people ask this when I see streamers do villager hunts, and I've had this question before. So people often ask why not just scan in an amiibo or, you know, trade with someone. But then, like, the point is it's fun to do a villager hunt. So, yeah, that's why. Bob is a lazy king. He really is. Bob is the king of the lazy villagers, in my opinion. He's great. Okie doke. So, this is going to be our very first go. What if you get him on the first ticket? Well, as I said in the description, if we do get Bob really fast somehow, like I'm talking we get him, you know, less than like 10, 20 tickets in, we will just have to find him again. You know, if we get to a certain point where, you know, we're running out of tickets, then we won't do that. But if we're still very early on, we definitely will do that. How are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Hate to say it, but literal hundreds of tickets that still haven't gone Bob once. I found him quite a few times. We do have an advantage. We do have an advantage. I explained this in the description, but I'm going to display it for folks here. So since this is an early island, and these are our first few Nook tours, you can only get lazy, Peppy, and normal villagers. So here's a normal villager for our very first villager. These are the only personalities you can get. Now, that might make it sound like it's a lot easier, but it isn't, because whilst you're still limiting the amount of villages you can get, there's still hundreds of Peppy, normal and snooty villagers to potentially find. Not to mention multiple lazy cats. So it's quite a tricky challenge. Doing this without this little bonus would definitely be more than 100. I think if I had to do it where we're later on in the game and you can get any personality type, it would be really hard. Here's the thing though, that a lot of people don't know, is your villager hunts are actually influenced by which villagers are living on your island. So for example, let's say I did this villager hunt without Bob on my island, my chances of finding him would be higher because lazy villagers would appear more on the islands. So yeah, but it should be a bit easier because we've gotten rid of most of the other cat villagers. We only have the Peppy, the normal, and the lazy ones, which do actually kind of make up a few of them. So that's gonna be the hard thing. But I will say I have done it before. I have found Bob early on in the game like this. So we're gonna try. I think it's possible, I really do. If Bob's in the moving queue, then my life is over. Right, who we got? We got Flurry. I like Flurry. Flurry's very wintry, isn't she? She like fits the winter vibes perfectly right now. Like she looks good in the snow. You know, it matches up nicely. I like that. One time, I actually found Bob as my first villager on a mystery island, so me and Bob are just destined to find each other. I'm sure that we're gonna find him. I'm sure. If we don't, well, you get to see me delete this island live on stream. So that'll be fun. There's probably not many, well, actually to be fair, probably a lot of you have restarted your own islands and such, but maybe not too many people have actually seen an island deleted. So you'll get to see what that's like if we don't find Bob, but we still have a lot of challenge ahead of us. We're only 2 villages in. We can do this. I do genuinely believe we can find him. Sparkbee is shaking. Were they trying to find Flurry? I'm hunting for Jeremiah. If I get him, you get Bob, vice versa. Let's hope you get Jeremiah and I get Bob. Jeremiah's cute though, I do like it. His popularity has definitely increased. Hey James, thanks so much for the super chat. If you find Bob or my favorite villager Dom, I'll give 5 members. Well, thank you James, I appreciate that. We won't be finding Dom, it's not possible. Dom is a jock villager, so it's not possible to find him. Ben, can you say hi to my cat? Hello Cassie's cat. What's the cat's name? I'd like to know. Oh look, it's Bo. Oh, he's so Christmassy feeling. This is kind of turning into a Christmas villager hunt. There's our first lazy villager as well, which is good. So we know they're here. But yeah, very Christmassy feeling. I like that. Hey Ben, it's Caroline, and when will you stream any Dream Islands? Hopefully in the next stream. We'll see. We'll see. No promises. I'm not gonna say exactly when I'm gonna do that because that just puts too much pressure on me. But we will eventually. We will. Yeah. Her legal name is Marnie, but I call her Stinker. I like that. I like both names. Stinker it reminds me of my cat. She smells really bad today, and I don't know why. She's currently eating my keychains. Relatable moment. What's your thought about the Bob song? You mean that? Is it like nobody's around to help? I've actually never heard that. I don't really know how that relates to Bob, that song. Like I know it became a bit of a meme for a while, but I don't know where Bob came into it. I guess just because he's got an ominous kind of look in his face. Oh. Right. More lazy villagers, please. More lazy would be nice. I just know that Bob wants to be found by me. I know he does. I know Bob wants to be found. He's waiting to be found by me. Okay, Victoria? I actually can't believe I can remember all the villager names. Like, when you think about it, in my head is stored the names of like almost every Pokemon and almost every villager. Like, that's kind of a lot. of names to remember for things that don't even exist in real life. I mean, technically they do, because I mean, they exist, but they're not real, you know. Like, I honestly remember more about Pokemon and Animal Crossing than I do about, like, important stuff I learned in school. I didn't retain any information about maths, for example, but I remember every single Animal Crossing personality type. I've got a fluffy black cat called Nova, that's cute. Me and James should be on an island called James Round the Campfire. Sounds like a podcast. The James Podcast. Please say hi to my Chihuahua Lily. Hello. Hello, Chihuahua. How's it going? It's going pretty good. How you doing? Can you say hi to my dog Everett? Well, everyone wants me to say hi to their animal today. I'm willing to do it, you know? When people in my chat, like, say, hey, can I get a shout out? I'm kind of like, eh. But when it's for your animal, I don't mind as much, because, you know, animals are the best. I honestly think in the next Animal Crossing game, they should let you create your own villager. Like, not like just all of them. Oh, Drago, he's a cool one. Definitely a cool one. I like Drago. Kind of a neat find. Not like all of them, because I think it'd be a shame if we had a game where it was just characters we created ourselves. Like, I'd really miss the ones they've made. But to be able to create maybe just one villager of your own to live on your island would be really cool. There's so many things they could have, like, done, you know, in this game to, like, add, like, amazing things that I would have paid so much money for. Do you have a pet? I do. I have 2 cats. Mango and Kiwi, my cats. Bob needs to be in the next Animal Crossing game. I don't know why, but a lot of people worried that they would actually remove some villages with New Horizons. And they technically did, because they didn't bring back the special amiibo ones, but all the other villages made it back in. And we got new ones, of course. We didn't get as many new villages as I thought, though. I honestly thought we were going to get more, like, new animal types, but I'm guessing they'll save that for the next game. I don't think there were any new animal types in City Folk. Maybe there were. I really can't remember. Definitely were in New Leaf. There were a whole bunch in New Leaf, like deers and hamsters and stuff. So yeah, they definitely did a lot in New Leaf, and that's probably why they didn't do it here. Oh no. Oh, it's... I can't remember her name. Winnie? Is that it? Winnie. Yeah, my cats are big troublemakers, honestly. They're always trying to destroy my Christmas decorations. Hey, Mama Cat, how you doing? I'm sad Gracie ain't in New Horizons. I mean, she is. She is in New Horizons, you know, but I get it. She's not running the shop. She's not doing her usual duties, which is a shame. It makes me sad. It makes me very sad. I do really miss Nook's Cranny upgrading. I think it's really hard for me to say what I would want more. If they said, you know, you can either have Nook's Cranny upgrades or you can have mini games. I think I would have to say mini games, because to be honest with you, whilst Nook's Cranny upgrading is good, it still gets boring after a point, like, to use Nook's Cranny. Like, eventually you'll run out of things to buy there, you know? But I think mini games would be the ultimate update for Animal Crossing New Horizons that I would want, because that would really get you playing a lot more. I feel like, especially the online ones. It really, the thing that kind of annoys me the most about Gala. The thing that annoys me the most about mini games in New Horizons is the fact that they added it so you can play with 8 people, right? Which is new. You've never been able to do that before. So that's crazy. 8 people, that's 4 more than usual. It's double. But you can't really do anything with them. There's nothing to do with them. And also, they make you pay for an online service this time around. It's not free. And you have less to do. Like, I don't get that. I mean, obviously you're playing for multiple games with online. You're paying for multiple games, but still, yeah, you know. What's your favorite build in Animal Crossing that you've done? Good question. Good question. It's really hard. I made a city island once, and I really enjoyed some of the parts of that I did. Sadly, it's gone, but I really did enjoy that island. I kind of do want to make a new island at some point, but my problem is I make them and then I never finish them, and that's the problem. What happens when you set an island? I've not done it before. Well, you just have to wait and see. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe you'll get to see. We have Weber, another lazy villager. Okay, alright. Another lazy villager. That's good. That's what we like to see. You know, I would like to see even more. There's so many loose ends in New Horizons that need tying up. Yeah, there's so many. It really shocks me that they didn't add in the New Year's arches for the rest of the years. Or even one that just says Happy New Year, you know? That would have been nice. I mean, there's still time. They still could. I really, really doubt they will. But they could. I mean, it'd be a good idea because then it's kind of like a neat little thing. They can say, oh, we did this over Christmas, you know, and they want people to buy the game, so... But no, I don't think they will. I think they're just going to leave that as only having 21 and 22, which is really sad. I don't know why they would do that, but... I don't know why they did one for 2022 if they knew they weren't going to do one for the other years. Like, what was the point? You know? I don't get it. What's your favorite season in the game and real life? It's got to be spring. I love it. I need my cakes past 1 year. See, the thing about the cakes is, whilst, don't get me wrong, I would have liked a second anniversary cake. There's cherry, by the way. Whilst I would have liked a second anniversary cake, the thing is, they did actually do a kind of clever idea where they made it so that the first anniversary cake was actually to celebrate your first anniversary living on the island now. So once, let's say you've played beyond March 2021 when they added that cake in, you will get the cake from Tom Nook as a gift. So it's one of those things where, like, yeah, it's a shame they didn't add more anniversary cakes, but I kind of get it. It'd be a bit annoying having to do year by year by year just for a cake, and it wouldn't really be very exciting. But I think with the arches, all they need to do is just have one that says Happy New Year's. It doesn't need to say 2023. Just say Happy New Year, you know? Did you know there's an Animal Crossing movie? It's not very popular. I think it's very popular. I'm guessing what you mean by that is not many people have seen it. Because the people who have seen it really love it. But yeah, I get what you mean. Not enough people have seen it. It's quite underrated. Think about making autumn forest themed island. How do you plan at your islands? To be honest, I don't. I'm very bad at planning in this game. I just kind of like to wing it a little bit. Oh look, I can't remember their name. People in chat will know, but they're one of the new ones from 2.0, which is cool. Cool to see them. I didn't know that she was a normal or Peppy villager. I thought she was like Snooty. Huh. The more you know, eh? Stardew Valley crossover would have been great for this game. But sadly, it doesn't exist. And it never will, because this game is evil. Rio. You guys know more than me. You're the real Animal Crossing experts. Which has an option to remove Zippity Bunny's outfit. I think he can keep it on, to be honest. I dread to think what kind of creature, like eldritch demon, is underneath that suit. Be honest, who do you folks think is... Who is Zippity Bunny? Like, if they're another character that is, like, that we know of, who are they? A lot of people thought it was Tortimer, but I really doubt it. Like, I don't think he has the energy to be doing that. You know? It's not Isabelle. My only guess, it could be Tom Nook, but it doesn't really sound like Tom Nook. What number are we on? Good question. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Wow, we haven't done a ton yet. Your mother. Wow, what are you trying to say? I don't know. People used to say Phyllis. It does remind me of Phyllis. It'd be so funny if it is actually Phyllis. I love that idea that it's Phyllis. That's a good one. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Phyllis. It could be your dad. It could, you know. But imagine having to tell people that your dad is Zippity Bunny. Like the shame you would feel, you know. That would be a big shame. I hate tapping stuff too fast and then they give me like 20 lines of dialogue. Orville never ever wants to stop talking, which is a shame. At least we have some good remixes to listen to whilst we do this hunt. You know, I'd be lost without them. Zippity Bunny does severely scare me though, you know. I do think he's one of the most scariest creatures. I feel like there was a lot of... like, sympathy towards Zippity Bunny in recent years, and I don't agree with it. I'm sorry. Zippity Bunny, he's not here to spread joy. He's not here to make our lives better. He's just doing a contractually obligated job, which I get it, you know, fair enough, but delete the island, says Kato. All right, let's do it right now. No, we won't. Not yet, but we might have to. We might be forced. Our hand might be forced to delete the island. We might have no choice. Imagine doing something like imagine doing something like, if for every villager I find that isn't Bob, I have to delete a video on my channel. See, I have hundreds of videos, so I could do that. I could do that, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing that. Hydration check. I am hydrated. I'm very hydrated. I have some Tango today. Do you guys have Tango in America, or do you just have Fanta? I'd be very curious. Oh, it's Boomer. You gotta love a Boomer. What things does he have to say? Imagine making a Zippity Bunny Island. I think someone probably would do that. I think I have actually seen that before, to be honest with you, a Zippity Bunny themed island. Only Fanta. Wow. Tango's a lot better than Fanta, I tend to find, but there's some good flavors of Fanta. Tango is kind of just like Fanta, honestly. It's very, very similar. It's not the exact same thing, but it is pretty similar in my opinion. It's like an orange drink. They also have some different flavors. They have like apple flavor and such. But the thing is, we do have Fanta as well, so it's very odd. Counterpoint, you do not gotta love a Boomer. It's true, but this is a special Boomer. He's an Animal Crossing one, so he's okay. Hey, Corey Bite, thanks so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Zipper is interesting to watch from a safe distance, of course. That suit scares me. I agree. You gotta keep your distance from Zipper. You gotta keep your distance from him, or he might set the demons on you, you know? Do you have Prime? What is Prime? Like Amazon? Coca-Cola or Pepsi? It's gotta be Coke. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Frog. Which frog is this? Henry. Okay. Wow, we've not found... I mean, I'm not like super surprised that we haven't found Bob yet. But Cora thinks I'm a boomer. Oh no, you're not a boomer. You're like... I don't know. I don't know how old you are. So you can't ask someone that question, of course. So I wouldn't ask you that question. But you don't give me boomer vibes. You know? You have wise vibes, I think. But not boomer vibes. That's Prince, not Henry. Okay, I got him wrong. I really had to think about what I was saying there. What country are you in? I'm in the UK, unfortunately. Hope you find Bob. Well, thank you, Jamie. We have lots of Jamies and Jameses in the community for some reason. I am a Prince Henry. It's the new prince. It's -4 here. Yeah, it's very cold. It's very icy at the moment. Have you folks... Here's a question. Have you folks ever tripped up? There's Amelia. Have you folks ever tripped up on ice? Because it's the most painful thing ever. It's like... It's worse than like being thrown onto some rocks. Because I've fallen down onto some rocks before and that was painful. But slipping on ice and like landing on your backside is like so agonizing. It's awful. I'm a bit older and back in the day made new Coke. It was awful. I haven't been drink Coke since. Oh no. You made some or they made some that you didn't like? Did I call her Amelia? I keep messing the names up. What's going on with me today? I don't know these villages. Like earlier I told you folks like, oh, I know all the villages so well, I know them off by heart, but I clearly was wrong. I broke my shoulder by slipping on ice. Wow, that sounds horrible. That's awful. It seems like almost everyone in chat has had a bad experience with ice. I fell down the stairs twice as a kid. That's horrible. That is horrible. That is not a good time. Okay, who do we have? We have Marcy. So we're seeing quite a few like Peppy villages and normal villages, I feel, but I haven't really seen as many lazy. I'm just getting that vibe. Oh god, I don't like when they stare straight on. There's something very sinister about that. Something very demonic about that. I just don't like it. It just feels wrong for my Animal Crossing character to be wearing like a hat. It's just... He doesn't wear a hat, you know? Like, he wears a beanie in the winter when I like make my winter videos, but he doesn't, you know... He doesn't wear a hat like this. The worst to fall on is lava rocks. See, the thing is though, if you fall on a lava rock, chances are you never have to worry about falling on another lava rock again. But if you fall on an ice, you live to face the consequences. Well, I guess a lava rock is different than lava, to be fair. You've got a point. If you fall on lava, then yeah, you definitely don't have to worry about it again. Good luck sending Bob vibes. Thank you. I hope we can find him. I hope we can. He's a bit of a devious fella, you know. Like all cats are, but we love them. We love them. They may be devious, but we love them. Who do we have? Oh, it's a cow. A blue cow named Stew. That's his name. You can't tell me I'm wrong. It's Stew. It is. His name is Stew. I miss static on my DS Lite. I don't know what it is about the game, about the villages in Wild World, but I felt like I had to impress them more because they were so mean. I had to like, what's the word I'm looking for here? I had to, because they were so mean, I felt like I had to make more effort, you know? Whereas in this game, I don't feel like I have to make any effort with my villagers, because if I, like, disappear for, like, 10 years, my villagers would be like, oh, I missed you, and that's it. Like, they won't be like, you left me. Are cat villagers rare? Usually they're very rare. In this hunt, they're still decently rare, but it's not so much that cat villagers are rare. It's more that finding the specific cat you want is rare, because there's so many. So you have the same chance of finding a cat as you do any other villager, but finding whatever cat you want is a different story. No, Chris, I haven't yet. I've not gone through all of the tickets. Pardon me. Clay? What a good fella. Ben, where do you think Nintendo will put us in the next Animal Crossing game? I have a really cool idea for the next Animal Crossing game, and I've said it before, and sometimes people like it, sometimes people don't. I personally think it'd be a good idea if the next Animal Crossing game was actually set on, like, a space station. Like, imagine kind of like a space station that, like, has lots of greenery and stuff like that, you know? It's got some sort of synthetic, like, grass and stuff. Kind of like the worlds in Mario Galaxy. And you can go to different planets that you can create as your town/island. And that's just like normal Animal Crossing. I think that'd be a really fun idea. Because obviously terraforming is like a big part of this new game. Like, imagine terraforming your own planets. I think that'd be a really cool direction for Animal Crossing to go in. You know, the space station would kind of be your hub world where all the shops and stuff are. You know, people are always asking for a different place for the shops and resident services and stuff. So that could be your main kind of hub. You know, like Rosalina's place in Mario Galaxy. And then you could, like, transport to different planets, you know. And you could just, these planets would be different as well. Oh, it's Shino! Oh, what a cool villager. I love Shino. I've got Shino on my main island, which is really cool. And so I think the goal would be on these planets, they would have different sort of styles. Like, you know, in Happy Home Paradise, where you've got like an ice theme, and another one you've got a desert theme and such. That'd be cool. So they could all be different like that. But the planets, it wouldn't look like you're in space, you know. It's not like Mario Galaxy where it looks like you're in space. It looks like you've just landed on a regular town and island. And then you can do whatever you want with that. The space aspect of it would only come into, like, the main hub world where, you know, you've got your shops and such. Because I know a lot of people would feel very sad if they took away, like, the traditional... No, I don't want to do that, Orville. I know a lot of people wouldn't like it if they took away the kind of traditional elements, but... I think they could do a mix, you know? Will you ever delete your main island? Probably not, because that would be very painful. I would cry. I think in the next Animal Crossing game, they probably will let you choose more things. I really hope so. I hope there's more. I do kind of like some of the randomness, don't get me wrong, but I think they could let you choose more. Also, the idea about having it in like a Tomodachi Life apartment is cool. I actually think an Animal Crossing X Tomodachi Life crossover spin-off game would be so amazing. They should definitely do something like that. Her again, Kit again, or is it Marcy? No, it's Kit. I'm pretty sure that's Kit. But yeah, I think to be honest with you, oh god, I'd love to see a new Tomodachi Life game. I really would. I really want to see a new Tomodachi Life game. I don't think we're going to. I feel like they would have already done it. I mean, they did Miitopia. No idea why they did Miitopia and not Tomodachi. The only thing I can say is, the fact that they ported over Miitopia does kind of give me hope that maybe they're working on a totally new Tomodachi Life. Because why not port over, like, I can't see the logic in not porting over Tomodachi, but porting over Metopia. Like, maybe Tomodachi Life didn't sell as well as they wanted or something, I don't know, but I feel like it was really popular, so... It does make me sad. I love Tomodachi Life. If you're an Animal Crossing fan and you never played Tomodachi Life, chances are you would probably really enjoy it, in my opinion. I think there was a big overlap of people who played Animal Crossing New Leaf and also played Tomodachi. Because it was just one of those really addicting life simulator games. It was so funny, so weird. Flurry again, oh no, I'm starting to get a bit worried now. I'm starting to see some of the same villagers as I've seen before, which is making me concerned. How many tickets do we have left? We've got plenty left. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Wow, it takes quite a long time to go down tickets, doesn't it? Thanks for the amazing content. You've helped out a lot starting in AC. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for the compliment. That's very kind of you to say. I'm glad Bob is on your island too. You gotta love it when Bob lives on your island. It's one of the most beautiful things. Alright, take me home. Country roads. He did say crossroads, but not country roads. If you could port any Animal Crossing game to the Switch, what would it be? It would have to... Well, it'd be Animal Crossing New Leaf, but if we're being realistic, I would port the GameCube game, because it's probably the one that people... The least amount of people have played, I want to say. And it's got so much content in it. It's nostalgic. It's just a great game. I really hope that when Nintendo brings GameCube games like to the Nintendo Switch Online service, that they also give us Animal Crossing GameCube. But I just have a feeling that they're not gonna bring Animal Crossing GameCube. And I feel like a reason for that is the dialogue. Some of the dialogue in the original Animal Crossing game is a little bit like towing the edge of what is acceptable to say nowadays. And I can't see them really taking the effort to like change it all. I really don't think Nintendo would do that. Nintendo likes to just directly port their games. So I don't know. But I really wish they would. They could just put in like a warning saying, you know, this game was made a long time ago, blah blah blah. Hey Frilly, welcome to the chat. And I mean, to be clear, I want to be clear with this. The game doesn't say anything like really bad, you know, like nothing crazy. It's just kind of like a bit, like almost a bit too harsh. Like sometimes they'll like say things like, "Oh, you're slow," and you know, "You're a freak mental case," and that. Like they probably went a little bit too far. I know some people like it like that. I think Wild World was better. They didn't really do it like that in Wild World. They kind of toned it back a bit, but we can all agree the dialogue in Wild World is amazing, so... But if we're being honest, the most realistic Animal Crossing game to come to Switch is probably Wild World, because DS games were available on the Wii U, and Animal Crossing Wild World was on the Wii U, so I can't see why they wouldn't bring it over. Yeah, we just saw you! We just saw you! How am I seeing you twice? So we can't find Bob, but we can find this villager twice now. Like, was that back to back? Hang on a second, was that back to back? I feel like we need to rewind the footage because I feel like we just got him back to back. Which kind of sounds like a song, by the way. Back to back. Sounds like it'd be like a Backstreet Boys song. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Bob, where are you? And I'm so sorry. Yeah, I feel like we did see him twice in a row. That was kind of... He took Bob's spot. He did. The little rat. I think it'd be funny if, you know, we got mice villagers, but I want like a rat villager. Like, where's Ratatouille? Like, you don't... Oh, it's Bettina. Never mind, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. I thought that was someone else for some reason. How many tickets have you used so far? I've used... I think we're going into the 70s now. Maybe we're on like 78 now. We're on to 78. So we're getting through them. It takes a while, but for Bob, it's going to be worth it. Trust me. Oh, it's cube. It's not rolled. I used to have a very long ongoing joke in my live streams where we called every penguin rolled. It would really wind some people up. But then when we actually found rolled, we didn't call him rolled. Listen, trust me, it's funny. It doesn't sound very funny now, but it was funny. How many photos has Bob given you? He's given me 10,000 photos. I've actually started up an illegal Bob photo trade. Vibe check. Bob provides the vibe checks for me every day. Right. I feel like I villager hunt slower than most other people, because I see some like live streams on YouTube where people have found like they've gone through so many tickets. Like Kokomo is a good example. You know, like she'll go through so many tickets, and I'm like, how? It takes me so long just to go through like 100, let alone the crazy numbers that some people go through. It's hard to have the patience to do it as well. You have to have a lot of patience to villager hunt. It's kind of like shiny hunting in Pokemon, but like low-key even less rewarding. No, not Gala. Is that Gala? No, it's Lucy. Okay, I was wrong. We've seen Gala, but that's Lucy. I just got all the names mixed up in my head. There's too many villager names. I have the shiny charm Pokemon Scarlet. I don't even feel the need to get the shiny charm in that game, because shinies are so easy to get. It's actually kind of crazy. What's the best way to get villager photos? I do actually have a guide on this, which is updated for version 2.0. I highly recommend checking that out. I think it's basically just giving them lots of rare items, maybe using Katrina's boosts and such. I think giving them like stacks of things is helpful. So if you've got lots of stacks of items, that might help. I can't hunt for fauna yet because Boomer won't leave. That's what the boomers do, you know? They just won't leave. What would a shiny Bob look like? Unfortunately, I feel like Bob would be one of those like horrible green shinies that they like to do in Pokemon. In my ideal world, a shiny Bob would maybe be like blue, like a sort of blue, or I don't know. I think, yeah, like a pastel color. A pastel kind of, maybe like a baby blue would be nice for Bob. That would make getting a shiny Bob a lot more enjoyable. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Oh my god, I saw the purple. I saw the purple on her shirt, and I literally thought that was Bob. How dare you? It's Bubbles as well. Probably one of the worst villagers in the game. I'm sorry to any fans of Bubbles out there, but she is one of the worst. And I thought she was Bob. I saw that purple, and I literally thought, oh my god, that's Bob's head. Why me? Why? I do like the theories about what a shiny Bob would look like, by the way. I do like the theories. I honestly feel like the Animal Crossing developers would kind of do something like that. Like, not shiny villages, but maybe something like where you could get like a variant of a villager that's a bit rarer or something. I think that'd be kind of a neat idea, because then it would mean that not everyone's villagers are the exact same. So, you know, like maybe you could get a Bob that has like a special accessory or something that only your Bob has. I don't know. Hey Sean, how you doing? There's lots of ideas. I have so many Animal Crossing ideas. The thing that I always think to myself is, though, when someone has a really good idea for a video game, that means that the Nintendo will never do it, basically. I don't know what it is, but literally, when people have amazing ideas for video games, it's like the last thing Nintendo will ever do. Like, Pokemon is a good example of that. When people design really crazy, like, Pokemon designs and stuff, Nintendo will never use those crazy designs. They'll always use something more basic. So really, we need to start like predicting what we don't want to see, and then hopefully they'll do the opposite. I guess Nintendo is just playing. They're playing with us, you know. It's almost Christmas. It is, and I've still got to do Christmas decorating. Yay! Not Christmas decorating. I've done all my decorating. I've got to do gift getting. They're too prideful to use fans' ideas. Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but they just seem to like have a very different mindset in that regard. Like, to be fair, if a lot of people come out and suggest an idea and then Nintendo just uses it, they will get accused of copying, so they would have to probably pay that person, and then it's a whole sticky situation, so that probably does come into play a little bit. I got excited back in the day when I tweeted Mojang asking why we can't have different bed colors, and now I lost my mind when they gave us bed colors. I can't believe how much Minecraft has actually changed, to be fair. Like, I can't imagine not having the lovely little, like, brown bed. That's my favorite one. Or the green one, you know? Oh, look, it's Sky. I like Sky. Starting to see some different villages, which is good. I'm glad we're seeing some good ones. I've looked everywhere for a Bob plushie. Please, Nintendo, we need it. Sadly, I don't think a Bob plushie exists. That makes me very sad, but I don't think it does. Which surprises me, because Bob is the first villager. He's literally the #1 in all their lists, so you can't tell me they haven't thought about him. Hey, Gwen Creator Girl. Ben, I've got a forever island called Oak Moss. It took 3 weeks to find. It has a yellow airport peaches, a Mira, and Antonio roses. Nice. I had Antonio as one of my starting villagers, actually. That was cool. Thoughts on Pietro? He's unique. He's unique. He's not one of my favorites, but he's unique. What's your top 3 favorite villagers? My top 3 favorite villagers, I'm gonna say, is Bob, Shino, and then Audi. Probably those. So, and after that is probably like Raymond, and then Sasha, probably. I'm gonna say that. Etsy and eBay probably have one. Yeah, people on Etsy do make a lot of plushes. I think officially there is not one, but in terms of what fans have made, yeah, there's some amazing ones. Like, I had a Bob cushion, which was really great. I got sent that for a little sponsorship someone on Etsy made. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look at him. Look at his butt. Oh man, he's scaring me. I gotta get away from this island ASAP. Antonio's my absolute favorite villager. I do like Antonio, you know. I'm not a big fan of those types of villagers, what are they called, anteaters, but I like those too. Hey, Dragon Slayer and Banana, good to see ya. Bob is kind of mid. No, he's not. I'm sorry, but he's not. Bob is the best villager. We don't accept Bob slander in this chat, okay? Because I will slander your favorite villager, and let's see how you like it. I probably have, to be fair. I do slander a lot of villagers on this chat, on this stream. Purple cat manifesting. I do love the Bob emojis that I have on the channel. They're very good. I'm gonna post some in chat. There we go. I posted 2 of my favorites in chat. We do love them. Am I the only one who don't have any favorite? That does surprise me. A lot of people have favorites. Wow. Hi, and how did you learn to plan your terraforming and stuff? I kind of just saw what other people were doing, to be honest with you. But I do have some videos that kind of explain my thought processes behind like how I designed my island and such. I think it's called my Island Ideas playlist on my channel. So if you need any like ideas You're free. You again! You again! Oh my god, you again! It's been like 3 times. You're not Bob. You're not Bob. What? You're not Bob. This isn't Ratatouille. We don't want your help, chef. We don't want your help. This villager needs to go away. I'm sorry. Sorry to any fans of that villager in the chat. I have no hate for them. I really don't. But why do they have to keep on doing it? Why? They're not Bob. You know, I thought this hunt was probably going to be a lot easier than it's turned out to be. Because every other time I've done this, I've found Bob really quickly. How many tickets are we on? We got... Actually, that reminds me. Let me just quickly do this. I need to actually throw 1 ticket away. And the reason for that is because we got a free one. So that would give us 101, and then I'd be breaking the rules. So now there is actually 1 ticket here. Let's just quickly put this down on the ground. And we'll head back into the airport. So yeah, we're not using that one. Start warming up that delete button. The delete button is getting very warm right now, you know? Right. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay, we're making our way through. We're making our way downtown. Yeah, we haven't seen Rosie yet. She's a Peppy villager. She could appear. That'd be cool. I do like Rosie. She's not Bob, but she used to be my favorite villager, actually. And I gotta say, it's quite sad. She's actually, like, slipped down a lot from the list. But I still have fond memories with Rosie. I do think she is one of the better cat villagers. The competition is harsh as well, you know? The cat villagers are so good overall. Like, it's hard to decide. Yeah, no more chefs, please. We don't want to see any more chefs in the chat. I don't know what I keep saying. Like, the villagers pop up in the chat after I find them to be like, yo, how dare you say that about me? Chicken Run? Do you guys remember Chicken Run? Wallace and Gromit. I don't know what the official name of it is, but those stop motion Wallace and Gromit things were so great. It's my childhood. You've seen so many pears, but you have cherries everywhere. I assume pear is native and cherry is planted. I think pears are the native fruit on this island and cherries are the one that I planted around. Sometimes you can get cherries. You can get it's called like your sister fruit or something. So whatever the sister fruit is, you can get. Bob and Olivia are the best cat villagers. Well, hang on a second that you've said that. Because I have the perfect thing for you, okay? I have the perfect thing for you. You need to see this. Okay, just wait a second. I'm gonna put something up on screen right now that I want everyone to see, okay? There you go. What do you think about that? What do you think about this perfect Animal Crossing villager? They're incredible, aren't they? They're the best one. It's the superior version of Bob. So amazing. She looks like she's left a funeral. But she's the one who killed the person, you know, to like get the inheritance. That's what that character reminds me of. And their name is Bolivia. Villager? Hello? Oh, it's Tutu. But there's only one. That's dumb. I'm dumb. What do you think of Animal Crossing New Horizons when the game first came out? When the game first came out, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was incredible. I thought it was the best thing ever. To be honest with you, I had to think like that because the world outside was on fire, so Animal Crossing was the best thing we had. I mean, Nintendo could not have timed Animal Crossing New Horizons any better if they tried. They really couldn't have. Like, that's the reason why the game has so many sales. It literally is because of the time that it came out in. I'm gonna get my tragus and lobe pierced on the weekend. I've never had any ear piercings. I've never had any piercings, to be fair, but I know, like, it feels like everyone has an ear piercing, and I never have. It scares me, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of needles. I'm actually very afraid of needles, so anytime I have to get my blood tested, I nearly, like, pass out. Just looking at, oh, I can't even think about it. It's horrible. Did you max your chances of Bob? I have the highest chances for Bob, but we're not having any luck. How's it going? It's going pretty good. How are you doing? We got, it's not Gail. I can't remember her name. Why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? Are you a Bob fan? I'm a Bob devotee. If you could marry one villager, who would it be? I don't like that question. I don't want to answer. No one. None. I don't want to marry any of the villagers. Listen, I've seen too many people have sent me fan fictions of, like, me marrying Bob or something, and it scarred me for life. So I don't want to think about that. Listen, me and Bob are just the greatest of friends. We're the greatest of pals. Like, we're absolute best friends, you know? I love Rolf. Rolf has a good name, doesn't he? Rolf. I just wish that the tiger characters looked a bit more like actual tigers, you know? The lions and the tigers, I feel like they need to, like, change their faces a little bit, you know? You can use an earring gun. Oh god, an earring gun? That sounds horrible. I feel like that's something they'd have at, like, Claire's. Oh look, it's my birthday twin. We share the same birthday, May the 5th. And he even has the same eyebrows as me, kind of. Like the real me. Animal Crossing characters don't have eyebrows, which is really weird. It's something you, like, don't really think about. But, you know, you kind of, you realize it sometimes and you get a bit scared. Animal Crossing City Folk has the best music. I do like the music in City Folk a lot. City Folk is one of those games that kind of gets, like, a lot of hate for some reason. Like, when I made my poll about the least popular Animal Crossing game, it was actually City Folk at the top. And I feel that makes me feel sad. It makes me feel very sad. I feel like that song was just playing. I'm changing it over. I'm not playing the Halloween one. There we go. Should make a Bob-themed island. That'd actually be quite a good idea, to be honest. I should, to be honest. Why am I saying to be honest so much? I don't know. But I could do that. Like a special Bob-looking map, and then, like, all kinds of purple flowers and stuff. It didn't work on one of my ears and they had to redo it. Oh god. Yeah, that really sounds very dramatic. I do not want to do that. Hey Jensen. I love the 9 AM music. Me too. It's great. It's good music. See, speaking of lion villages, they just need a redesign. They just look weird. I don't know. And that's probably one of the better villages, to be fair, but they give me a weird vibe. I don't know how I feel about them. I really don't. Gosh, I wish you could skip from one island to another. It is so sad that you can't do that. I don't know why they never added in that quality of life updates. That's probably one of the ones people ask for the most. But also, to be fair, they never give us bulk crafting, and we asked for that. So, what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Can we agree that the gorillas are the worst villagers? I do agree with you there, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the gorilla villagers. I think it's hippos though for me. I think hippos are the absolute worst for me. I just don't think there's a single hippo I like. Whereas with the gorillas, there's maybe like, can't remember his name, but he's the one based on the Abominable Snowman. I like that one. Crossing Channel sends hug, thank you. Who do we have here? We have Norma, the normal villager. Wow, they were so creative with that one. They really brought out all their creativity to name her, didn't they? Nintendo listening about inclusive hairstyles proves they do hear us if it means it's choose to ignore certain things. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather them have done that than like some other random updates. Like, those are really important to add to the game. So I'm glad they did that. But yeah, I do think it's the case where they did not want to add in bulk crafting. Like, a lot of people kind of think Nintendo either didn't know we wanted it, or they're just too lazy to add it, or something, whatever reason. But genuinely, I do think Nintendo did not want to add in bulk crafting, like on purpose. I think that was kind of, in their mind, just a feature that maybe they thought, oh, it makes people go through the game too fast or something, you know? I think they want you to take your time with everything, which kind of is the logic behind Animal Crossing. It's a very slow-paced game, but I don't know. I feel like they made some other very unnecessary quality of life updates, like, why is there a card stand in the airport? Why did they take away the post office? Why did they turn Wendell into a display screen? Ooh, look, it's Lily the frog. She's definitely one of my favorite frogs. Maybe my favorite frog, to be honest. She's great. Definitely a good one to find. But yeah, Nintendo just... The thing about Nintendo is they're very stubborn and very set in their ways. Once they decide they want to do one thing one way, they will almost never change their mind. It's a shame, to be honest. But it is what it is. Oh, see, I don't like this card stand. No, I didn't want to. No, I don't want to. The next Animal Crossing game is in 2028. See, one thing that I don't agree with, and I know a lot of people have this logic, so there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with me on this, but I really don't think the next Animal Crossing game is going to take as long as people seem to think. People too often use the logic that, like, it was 7 to 8 years between New Leaf and New Horizons. But I think there's multiple reasons why that happened. I think for a start, there probably was going to be an Animal Crossing game on the Wii U, somewhere in between then. But obviously, as we know, the Wii U didn't work. And also, Animal Crossing New Leaf was a game that sold much... Oh, it's Ione. She's cool. I'm saying her name wrong, but she's really cool. Also, Animal Crossing New Leaf is a game that sold much less than New Horizons. A lot of people like forget that New Horizons is the best-selling game ever in Japan. It sold better than Pokemon. And in general, it's on the top list of best-selling games ever out of like all games. So Nintendo's not going to look at that and say, okay, we need to wait 8 years when we can make a ton of money. You know, they're going to want to make more money. Same with Wild World City Folk was about 8 years. No, that's not true. Look, Wild World release date, right? Wild World came out, no, not a song. Animal Crossing Wild World, so it came out in 2005, and Animal Crossing City Folk came out in 2008, and then Animal Crossing New Leaf came out in 2012. So only 4 years between them. So I think like as Animal Crossing fans, I do get why people kind of have the logic that it'll take a lot longer, but I think we kind of need to move away from that logic because Nintendo is a business first and foremost. They're a company, and their main goal is to make money. And like, it's kind of why the Pokemon company insists that they release new games every year, you know? Because it makes them so much money. But then why didn't they continue updating New Horizons if they want to make more money? Well, Animal Crossing New Horizons updates are free, so that doesn't make them any more money. It might encourage people to buy the game, but it doesn't make them money. I mean, why not make more DLC? Probably the reason for that is the fact they wanted to work on other games. I mean, Splatoon 3 is out, and there's a few developers who work on that game. So, and I think they also realized that after a certain point, Animal Crossing New Horizons can only make them so much money compared to working on other games and working on, you know, new Animal Crossing games. And who knows, maybe the reason why they stopped updating Animal Crossing is because they're working on the next Animal Crossing game. I mean, it's actually a fact that Nintendo started working on Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2012. So they had been working on Animal Crossing New Horizons right after New Leaf launched. Which also definitely tells me that there was supposed to be an Animal Crossing game on the Wii U. Probably in 2016. Now here's the thing. I will agree with people. I really don't think there'll be another Animal Crossing game on the Switch. Like, I'm talking a proper mainline Animal Crossing game. But the next console probably isn't that far away. I reckon the next Nintendo console will probably be 2024. Unless they do some kind of like Switch Pro or something, then, you know, it's anyone's guess. But how many tickets are you on? We're down to 60 now. So we're getting through them, that's good. I definitely think we will see more Animal Crossing stuff. I think it'll be quiet for a while because Nintendo is... They like to give games like breathing room. Which is weird. I don't really get it. I don't get why they do that, to be honest, but they do. Like, I feel like they let it so that... like, the DLC, Happy Home Paradise, will have been out for, like, over a year, which it has now. And then they would start thinking about doing more stuff. Like, it was pretty unlikely that they would release a new Animal Crossing spin-off before Happy Home Paradise had even been out for a year. I think now that it's been out for a year, the odds of them, like, thinking about doing a new spin-off or something are a bit higher. Because, you know, I mean, we all think about, like, the next main Animal Crossing game and what that could be like. But the truth is, it's much, much more likely that they would come out with spin-offs. Because there's so much potential. Oh, our first cat! Our first cat that we've seen! Oh my. That's the very first time, and it's Tabby as well. Not one of my favorites, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I'm sorry for ranting about Animal Crossing. I have a lot of strong opinions about Animal Crossing, but hey, I guess that's just how it is. I mean, you know, there's no right or wrong answer. We don't really know what Nintendo will decide to do, but you know, I've even seen some people say it'll take until 2030 for a new Animal Crossing game, and I think most people in chat will agree with me that doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. You know, maybe they would have the same gap between New Horizons and New Leaf. I could see that in some scenarios, you know, so fair enough. But 2030, why would it be longer than New Leaf and New Horizons? I feel like that's kind of just more like a random number that's kind of just been pulled out from somewhere. But who knows? Nintendo is a very strange company. But anyways, people always talk about the gap between New Leaf and New Horizons like it was really bad, but in that time we got Happy Home Paradise, we got Amiibo Festival, okay, maybe not Amiibo Festival, but still, we got Pocket Camp, we got a huge update for New Leaf, So, yeah. Where's face cam? To be honest, I haven't really felt like using my face cam in recent streams. It's just I have to like make myself presentable, and I don't really like looking at myself either, so I've just enjoyed doing these more without my face cam, to be honest. I mean, that's not to say I won't be using it again in the future, because I probably will, but like recently I've just kind of felt like, I don't really feel the need to use it. Listen, if Nintendo waits more than 8 years again for a new Animal Crossing game, I'm personally heading to their offices, okay? With Bob, and we're gonna make them release a new game. Go back on Twitch. I just don't want to. Twitch definitely isn't better for creators. I mean, I'll agree. There's lots of good things on Twitch in terms of like interaction and stuff, but like, you know, they don't really treat creators very well on Twitch, sadly. Yeah, I definitely think there's merits to streaming on Twitch. I mean, if I was able to, I'd probably just host my streams on both Twitch and YouTube, because that's something I could do. Hey, Bangle. But, you know, in terms of creators, like, Twitch doesn't really seem to care very much about creators, which is a shame, because obviously Twitch wouldn't be anything without creators, so... But that's my opinion anyways. Some people might have a different opinion. Are you taking any normal or Peppy villagers? No, we're just taking Bob. Bob is the only option here. If we don't get Bob, that's it, you know? That's all we got. He's the only one. Hopefully we can find him. I'm really surprised that we haven't seen more cats, to be honest with you. I feel like when I did villager hunts in the past, I've seen a lot, but it's all luck, so... You know, what you gonna do, huh? Sometimes you just don't get that luck, unfortunately. Right, how many tickets have we got? My exams start tomorrow. Well, good luck. Good luck with your exams. We're nearly down to 50. Who we got? We got Ketchup the duck. I do love Ketchup. Ketchup's very cute. The duck, I mean, not the condiment. Is she the condiment, though? That's the question. Like, does Ketchup... it's a horrible question. Could Ketchup, like, throw up on, like, a villager's, like, burger? And, like, that actually be food? I don't know. I don't like that question. I'm going to fail. You're not going to fail. Don't say that. What's your opinion on Dreamlight Valley? I like it. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I think it's not my kind of game, which may surprise some people because I know it's very similar to Animal Crossing. Personally, I just haven't really connected with it like I have with Animal Crossing. Probably it's a me issue, definitely. And don't get me wrong, I think the game does a lot of really cool stuff, but yeah, I'm not huge on it. I'm probably not going to make any more content on that game. I did make the one video, which I thought was quite good, if I do toot my own horn. But yeah, I gotta be honest, didn't really resonate super well with that game. But a lot of people seem to really love it, which is nice. I'm glad people have a game to kind of play whilst Animal Crossing isn't really very active. I mean, a lot of people kind of ask me why I don't make... Where is the villager, by the way? They literally haven't gone on a wild goose chase to find this villager. Where are you? What the heck? Oh, I saw they were purple and I... Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Why's this gotta happen to me? But yeah, I'm not huge on it. How many tickets are you at? I'm at 55, I think. Should I reset my island, yes or no? You know what, do it. It's 2022. Go crazy. It'd actually be a fun idea to start like a new island on January the 1st and have to like challenge yourself to play once every day for a year. That'd be a fun challenge. I kind of like that idea. Here's a question I want to ask people in chat. I'm asking everyone this question, so hopefully we'll see lots of people answer it. Who is your favorite villager? Only one. You can only pick one, all right? I know some people have multiple favorites, but I'm just going to allow you to pick one villager, okay? So name your top favorite villager in chat. I want to see. I'm curious how many of the same ones are going to pop up. I really want to hear it. So only one. Only one. I can't remember his name. I forget his name. It's not Stu. It's not Coach. Evil is his name. Bob. We got a Bob in chat already. We got Olivia. Quite a interesting variety of villagers here. Definitely some villagers that are more underrated, which is cool. I think it's fun when someone's favorite villager is like one of the new ones. I gotta say, you know, for all the complaints about Animal Crossing New Horizons, I definitely think that they designed all of the new villagers incredibly well. By the way, folks, you only have to say your favorite villager name once in chat. If you repeat a name, you'll probably get timed out. So I don't recommend doing that. Once is enough. But thank you. Yeah, very interesting. Like a good amount of different villagers here in chat, which is cool to see. I still play every day. I'm addicted. That's cool. I think, to be honest with you, I mean, I know Animal Crossing New Horizons is definitely like a lot. I don't want to use the word deader because I feel like it's quite a harsh word, but I know it's a lot less active than it was, obviously, when it was still getting updated, which is really true of any game. Like, it's not just Animal Crossing that's the case with. That's the case with so many games. Like, who still plays Pokemon Sword and Shield, for example, and those games sold so well. But the thing with Animal Crossing is there's always going to be people who play it. And I think even if people are playing like the older games, it's still a part of the New Horizons community, really. So there's still a lot of people who still enjoy the games, and maybe if they don't play, they like to watch. Flora the Flamingo. Who's your favorite? My favorite is Bob, through and through. You know, put it this way, my second favorite villager does not even come close to Bob. I think with Animal Crossing, it's one of those games where when you get burnt out, it's always a good idea to take a break. Because you can always come back to it. That's the best thing about Animal Crossing, in my opinion. Like, the game never really dies because it's always going on in the background. But every video game kind of, you know, gets quieter as it stops being paid attention by Nintendo. Which is sad, because with games like Minecraft, I feel like they just are so active forever because the developers just keep on adding stuff. But Nintendo isn't like that, sadly. Your music gives me such nostalgia. I'm glad. I do really enjoy these remixes. I made them quite a while ago now. And I'm tempted to maybe make more. Have you watched JVG's Jeff? He's still got his GameCube time from 2001. Yes. I feel like a lot of people in the Animal Crossing community, especially ones who've been around for a while, know about Jeff. Jeff is a bit of an Animal Crossing legend. Ooh. Purple again, but not the purple that we've wanted. Very sad. How many tickets we're on? We're on 52. So we're nearly at the halfway mark. A It took a lot longer to get down to 50 than I thought it would, to be honest. Kind of want to restart my New Leaf town now. I do love making New Leaf files. I kind of want to do it too. I'd love to like maybe make a video on it, but the problem is I can't like capture it. It's really hard to capture. The Minecraft devs don't make any other games though. I mean, that's true. They do actually have some other Minecraft related games, but I get what you mean with that. Although I would argue that Nintendo is like a multi-billion-dollar company. They could probably afford to get more developers. And there's loads of amazing developers out there. But Nintendo actually contracts out to other companies for development work because it's cheaper. Which is a bit of a shame in my opinion, because I mean, obviously it's important to contract people and such, but you know, if they're struggling to have developers for their games, I feel like they need to hire more. Because there's so many amazing like game developers who are looking for work and would probably love to work for Nintendo. But I mean, apparently it's very hard to actually work for Nintendo and get a job there, and that's a shame. Because I mean, imagine if some of the developers, like they had some new developers who have grown up playing these games and such. Imagine some of the great ideas and stuff we'd see, and the sort of passion that we would get. But anyways, it's a whole like it's a whole deep conversation that I won't get into on stream. But yeah, I mean, the Minecraft developers definitely can put a lot of their focus on Minecraft, so you get a lot of content there, which is good. Wait, you have a Splatoon channel? I do. I also have a Splatoon channel. So Splatoon is thriving at the moment, which is cool. I'm happy that Splatoon is still, well, I'd be shocked if it wasn't, because it only just came out in September, but still. Yeah, I do make a lot of content over on my Splatoon channel. I don't live stream Splatoon though, because when I try and live stream online games, it really lags because I'm streaming from my Mac and it doesn't really do very well with streaming. So I'm hoping in the new year to maybe get a better streaming. I'm hoping to maybe get a better streaming setup and, you know, improve my streams a little bit. Because it's been one thing that I've really struggled to do, honestly, this year, is actually stream, because I've had so much lag and I've had issues because, you know, I'm streaming on a Mac. So I'm really hoping that in the new year I can like improve my setup. Do you have any other secret channels we don't know about? I don't. I've only got those two. I mean, you know, I probably wouldn't make another channel. I reckon if I was going to make some new content, I'd probably just post it on this channel. The reason why I made a Splatoon channel is because it's so different from Animal Crossing, and I know my majority of my audience here wouldn't be interested in it. And then I would only be making Splatoon content, I wouldn't be making both. So, you know, I still like to make Animal Crossing content. But if there was another game that was maybe more similar to Animal Crossing, maybe like Haunted Chocolatier, you know, the Stardew Valley kind of almost sequel that's coming out, then maybe I would post that content on this channel. After all, I did post a Disney Dreamlight video on this channel, so yeah. It's like if I ever did another game that was very similar to Splatoon, maybe I'd post it on the Splatoon channel rather than here. They're just two very different audiences. It's snowing outside where you are, that's cool. I wish it was snowing here. Let's have a look at the weather. What does it say? It says no snow for you, Ben. That's tragic. It says it's just gonna rain all week. It's actually not even minus anything here. It's 2 degrees, which is kind of cool. I actually found out about your Splat channel and recommended your apartment video. Hey, that's cool. That was kind of one of my early videos on that channel, so it's cool you got recommended it when it was still growing. It's actually decently... It's grown pretty well, to be honest. I've nearly hit 20,000 subscribers on that channel now, which I'm very proud of, because it's actually really hard to gain subscribers on YouTube in 2022. I mean, obviously, everyone who's chatting in chat right now is a subscriber, because you have to subscribe to chat. But yeah, people subscribe less nowadays than they used to, because I guess YouTube just kind of recommends you content anyways, you know? Like, they'll put it on your homepage, you don't really need to be subscribed, so I'm pretty happy that that channel has managed to get so many subscribers. I mean, I've only really been super active with it since September as well, so I feel like that's quite impressive. I actually discovered you on your Splatoon channel, then got this channel I recommended. That's cool. So you did it the other way around. I don't think many people can say that. Right, we are down to 48. We're gonna do these 8, and then I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break for like a few minutes, so not very long. I didn't leave Bob. I didn't leave Bob. What are you saying? Why are people saying I left Bob? It's not true. Finding Bob is definitely proving to be more trickier than I thought it would be, you know. I definitely thought this was going to be a walk in the park, or I guess a walk on a mystery island, but no. Fauna? I like Fauna. Fauna's a good one. She's not Bob. It took exactly 60 Nook Mile tickets to find Bob. Bob is in the bathroom. Yeah, I might find him. I'm fairly new to Animal Crossing. What are those tickets for? So these tickets cost Nook Miles, and they let you go on Nook Mile tours. You can find villagers. If you've got an open slot, you can find items. It's cool. It's pretty cool. They're just like different little mini islands with themes and such. Some have special things on them. Some like will have only tarantulas on them. Some will have like rocks that are full of cash. There's also the Cap'n Islands as well, which don't cost tickets, but they just cost Nook Miles. And they will take you to some more like seasonal islands that are out of season. The Cap'n Island concept is so cool in theory, it just feels like it's a bit boring now, but I think one thing that would have improved Cap'n Islands drastically, honestly, would have been the ability to, 1, do more than one a day, and 2, add villagers to them. Or only 1 per day, but you can find rarer villages that are exclusive to Cap'n Islands. That would have been cool. Gosh darn it, Elmer, but no Bob. At least he's a lazy villager, but still. Yeah, I think most of the deer villages are really popular, to be honest. I don't think there's any of them that aren't particularly liked. Maybe Deirdre's not super liked. But aside from that, hey Eric's, how you doing? Welcome in. I wish we had Tortimer's Island. That would be great. But Nintendo doesn't like us like that. Sadly. I would just love to play an Animal Crossing spin-off that is literally just mini games. That'd be great. Like a Tortimer's Island spin-off game would be fun. Elmer the Bojack knockoff. I think actually Elmer might have come before Bojack. I gotta be honest with you. I think Elmer might be before. It's hard to say. I don't really know for sure. Elmer, I think, Yeah, Elmo was in like City Folk, so 2008. So yeah, I think Elmo might have come first. Elmo is the original. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? It's Anna Cotti. No, 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 no. How about Anna Naughty? Alright, we got... I'm gonna do these 5 more and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom, where hopefully Bob will be. I usually don't ever stream for this long, which I know sounds crazy because I've only been streaming for an hour and a half, but villager hunts take some time. I was going to reset my island to fit my specific fairy core island, but the river mouth layout I want doesn't exist. That's a shame. Yeah, river mouth layouts are just one of those things you can't change, sadly. You can kind of work around them though. Maybe you could do something like that. Alright, get me in the sky. See, I'd be quite scared, to be honest with you, to fly on a seaplane. I'm actually quite afraid of planes. I don't know if anyone in this chat can relate to this, but I love traveling. I love it. But I get quite anxious going like through airports and getting on planes. I watch too many like air crash investigations. That's my problem. Like when I went to Germany in this summertime, I really got myself anxious about it because just before, the night before I was due to fly, I was watching so many like air crash investigations. And I don't know why I did that to myself. I fainted on a plane. Oh no. Hopefully you were right in the end. What would an Animal Crossing minigame look like? An Animal Crossing minigame is like... So in Animal Crossing New Leaf, there was Tortimer's Island where you could play minigames. One would be like you and your friends, or just you alone, would have to go and shoot down a bunch of balloons within a time limit. Another one was catch bugs within a time limit. Others were like dig up items to do a little scavenger hunt and such. So, and you'd get rewards for doing so. It wouldn't just be bells or something, it would be actual like exclusive rewards that you could only get there. So, and another mini game is Desert Island Escape, which is basically its whole own separate game. And that one's crazy. Like, Desert Island Escape was amazing, honestly. Last time I was on a plane was 17 years ago. You must be scared. I don't blame you though. I definitely get very afraid of planes. Yes, we did it! We did it! Let's go! Let's go! We don't have to delete the island. We did it in nearly 50 tickets. No, we did it in 43 tickets. Yes, my math's correct. We did it 43 tickets and we got Bob. Wow. I'm very happy about that. So that didn't take as long as I thought, but it worked. We did it. We got Bob. We got the lad. Let's get some hype in the chat for Bob. You're Ben from Crossroads. I didn't expect to make a friend here. This island is so cool. You gotta move, Bob. You gotta move in. You gotta move in. I'm very happy that we did it. He now lives on 2 of my islands. I'll be waiting for you, Bob. I'll be waiting for you. Yay. I'm happy about that. It's just cool to see Bob in a setting like this as well. It's very joyous to see Bob like this. So it's good that we didn't have to delete the island. I'm pleased about that. I'm pleased we got to keep the island. There he is. He's just standing there. Ominously. Now the Bob's gang has 2 Bobs in it. Well, that's good. I'm glad that we managed to do that. I'm very glad. Hey, James, thanks so much for gifting a membership. I really appreciate it. Delete anyways. No. Hey, stay hydrated. Welcome to the Bob's Gang. Always enjoy seeing new channel members. It's quite rare, to be honest with you, for me to complete a villager hunt successfully. What's the next challenge going to be? I'll have to think about that. It's going to be hard to say what the next challenge will be, but we'll definitely have to think about that. I'm sure there's another fun challenge we could do. Hey James, thanks so much for gifting another channel membership. We got the channel memberships coming out today, which is exciting. Eric's, welcome to the Bob's Gang. Good to see another member of the channel members. Right, let's get Bob to move into the island. Did I time travel forward? I can't remember if I did that. I think I did. Let's just do it again. Just to be extra safe that I did do it. Extra safe? I don't know what I'm saying. Oh wait, I just realized Bob can't actually move in technically yet because we have to make the plots for him. So I'll have to do that for the next stream so that we can actually see Bob on the island. Then we delete Kokomo, keep it forever or as long as you can. I'm definitely keeping it forever. I'm never going to delete it. I mean, I think the only thing that would happen is my Switch just imploding, but hopefully that doesn't ever happen. That would be very sad if that did happen. I tell you what, I was planning the stream for a little bit longer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find 2 more villagers to move into the island, just 2 that we like. There's no stakes this time, but we'll just do 2 more because, you know, I wasn't going to end the stream yet, so hopefully you folks will stick around for that. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick break to the bathroom. I'll be right back, so bear with me. I'll catch you in just a moment. Hello, I return. Hello, everybody. Okie doke. So we have a few more tickets to burn. So we're gonna try and find 2 more villagers to move in. We get a Snooty. No, not Snooty. Yes? No? No, we get to have a Peppy villager and a normal villager. So we're gonna get those two to move in. Welcome back. Thank you, Zelda. Is YouTube your full-time job? It is. It is what I do for a full-time job. So I do really appreciate the support that people give on streams and such. It's very, very kind. He returns. He is back. So yeah, I think also what's going to be kind of interesting is when we do challenges on this island in the future is we're going to have more to lose. We're going to have Bob. We're going to have more villages. The island's going to be more built up. So when we do our next challenge of delete the island if we don't blah blah blah, it'll be interesting. Annabelle, we don't want her to move in. I donated a member again. Thank you, James. I really appreciate that. Did you do well in school? What are you trying to say? I did. I think I did decently in school. I've never been a what's the word? I've never been like a fan of the school system, especially here in the UK, and I hear a lot about it in the US. It's not very encouraging for children. But yeah, I think I did all right in school. I'm more of a creative person than an academic person, I'd say. Any advice for newer creators? Just try and make content you enjoy, I would say, first and foremost. Don't force yourself to make stuff that you really don't enjoy. Hey, Chips, welcome to the Bob's Gang. Thanks so much, James, for gifting the membership. I really appreciate it. Again, always great to see new channel members. I hate school so much. Yeah, a lot of people do. It's a shame, honestly, because school really should be like a fun, positive experience. I mean, obviously, you know, it's not always going to be fun, but it's, unfortunately, you know, schools are so underfunded and a lot of education stuff is very, like, backwards. You know, often kids aren't encouraged enough, which is a shame because, like, I feel like most teachers are, like, amazing and they want to do so much to help children learn, but they often don't just get paid enough. They don't get treated well enough. We hit the member goal. We did. I need to update that because it doesn't actually work for gifted memberships. So I'm going to update it. Let's do that. But anyways, here we go. Love your accent. Thank you. That's very kind. Hey, Bug. Where was the bug? Is he living in my walls? It's just like Bob. Bob always talks about the bugs living in his walls, which really creeps me out. I don't really like that. I don't know why they made that a personality trait of the lazy villagers. That, like, they talk to bugs and they listen to bugs in their walls. Like, what does that mean? I'm too cheap to pay for memberships. Well, don't worry about that. I mean, just coming to watch the streams and enjoying the content is very much appreciated. I appreciate that very much. You should do vlogs. I don't know if I'd be very good at that. I do like the idea of that, though. Oh, there was someone in the chat called Bug. I was like, where are the bugs? I don't like Bob's house decor. Yeah, I've changed mine. I made him like a very slobby kind of house. Ooh, Marina. She'd be kind of a cool one to live on the island. Should we get Marina as our normal villager? I think we're going to. We're going to get Marina. So there's one. There we go. If Ben sees this, I will give one last member. That's very kind of you, James. I do very much appreciate it. Hopefully you're not not spending too much money. Yes, yes, move to my island. There we go. So we got our normal villager. So now we just need the Peppy villager. Now we can only find Peppy villagers, which is kind of cool. So we should have a better selection. I don't know what it is. I love the memes about people living in your walls. It's so funny to me. Like just an image of a devious cat, and it's like, I live in your walls. Hey, Cherry, welcome to the Bob's Gang, and thank you, James. Very much appreciated. See, maybe YouTube did do one thing better than Twitch. Gabby. I don't know if I'm a Gabby fan. She's not bad though. I think she's a good villager, definitely. What's the purpose of having each personality type? Different dialogue interactions. I think different things they'll gift you as well. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, there was more of a purpose because you'd only unlock the Public Works project's decorations if you had every personality type. Everyone knows I live in Ben's walls. Can you please get out of my walls? Like, hi Ben. Hello Phoebe. How are you? Bangle. Not a bangle. Can we get Merry Crossing Channel? Merry Crossing Channel? Ho ho ho! Merry Crossing Channel. Who's your least favorite NPC? It's Zipper. It's gotta be Zipper. Zipper, he ain't right. Hey, potato, tomato, thank you. Tomato, wow, you made me American. Hello, Mr. Crossing. I just want to give my support to loves in your videos. It makes my day. Bob Vibes there. Well, thank you. That's so kind of you to say. I do really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And for you, I became American for one brief moment. Tomato. Oh, don't let my British viewers hear that I said that. They're not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy that I said that. But I'm guessing you are American based on the dollars, so, you know, it was accurate.
Well, if it isn't the Simps.
But really, shouldn't it be potato if we say it like tomato? It should be potato. I don't like that though. I feel like that's how like the Queen would say it, like potatoes. Yes. It's terrible. I heard you, Ben. I'm in your walls, and I heard you. Oh, I don't like that. You need to leave. You need to leave my walls. As a fellow British, I'm very disappointed in you. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. By the way, have you come across Dottie yet? I haven't, but I probably would skip her. I'm sorry. There's so many British people in chat, honestly. It's kind of crazy. You gotta love the green name. I don't know why it's green though. It doesn't really make any sense. Like, you think it'd be red because YouTube is... the color of YouTube is red? Or, like, it'd be good if you could, like, change the color. Like, you could choose, like, I could have purple ones. That'd be fun. You know, like on Discord, you can choose role colors. Hey, Hannah Potato. Just saying hi to you and everyone here. Thanks for answering my questions. Another American here. Good to see you, and thanks for your super chat. I really appreciate that. And another potato as well. Where is it's because Console Kato was here earlier, I'm telling you. We got the potato, tomato, and the Hannah Potato. This is the potato crew. Yesterday it was James's, and today it's potatoes. Flora, she's cool. I don't think I want Flora. I'm very Southern American. I greet all members of the Bob Nation from Nashville, Tennessee. The James and the Potato Nation. Some of the most powerful. I don't really know what villager I want to get. I want to get, like... I'd like to get Audi, to be honest. But I'd also like to get Shino. That'd be cool. I want to go to Britain, and I'm a Whovian. You would definitely like England, then. Because there is lots of Doctor Who. It's going to be very easy for Americans to watch Doctor Who in the future, by the way, if any Americans are interested in getting into it. Because I think before it was kind of only on BBC America, maybe like some other places, but it was quite hard to watch. But they're adding it to Disney Plus. It's going to be on Disney Plus, which is kind of crazy. Get a random one. Oh, I just got a very fun idea, actually. I got a very fun idea. What if I have to skip every other villager? That's kind of a neat idea. So this one we've got, right? We got to skip this. We don't skip this one, right? But the one after this, we have to skip it no matter who it is. That's kind of a fun little twist. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see how that works. That could be like a fun idea for a full stream, but we'll test it out here. Okay, so there's Puddles. I'm skipping her, but I have a choice. I could have got her if I wanted to. Right, so this next villager I have to skip no matter what. We got multiple people, by the way, on from Florida, which is interesting. I know one of my mods is from Florida as well. Centro. Chicago. One of the greatest bands. I do love Chicago. Are they even from Chicago though? That's what I want to know. Okay. So whoever this next villager is, we have to skip them. We cannot get them. We cannot get them. Let's see how this goes. I feel like we've got people from every American state in chat. Do you have an application for mods? I don't. I just mod. I've modded people that I've known for a very, very long time. And we don't have many mods because these are very like chill streams, so we only have a few mods. But, you know, I consider new mods, but I mean the best way to help really is just to be a good chatter and to, you know, help people out in chat if they have questions and be friendly, and seems like you're doing all that. Okay, Annabelle. So I would have wanted to skip her. That's good. I didn't want Annabelle. I'm glad that we can skip her. So the next one we could get if we wanted to. Kind of a fun idea. I'd like to add like maybe a counter in my future villager hunting streams, but I don't really know how I do that. Known you for 2 years. That's true. You have, Centro. You have known me for a very long time. It's nearly like 3 years, which is kind of crazy. I've been doing this YouTube stuff for too long. I mean, if you take into account probably like all my subscribers, there probably is like someone from like almost every country, I reckon. There's maybe a few countries that don't have very big populations that I maybe do not have, but I generally am willing to bet there's like quite a few. Yeah, that's the good thing about these streams. We don't really get too many like crazy spammers or anything. I mean, we do sometimes, but mostly we don't. Which is good, because it's annoying. Oh no, not Bubbles. Not Bubbles. I think it's going to be quite hard to find a villager I want. Northern Ireland here. So yeah, lots and lots of different places. I'm half Thai and British, but I currently live in England. And he rolled. He's my birthday twin. Wow, that's a very famous villager to have a birthday with. Mine is Paolo. He's not really that well known, unfortunately. You just remind me of this one person who's ever very... I remember that. I've had some very crazy spammers and angry people in my chats over the years. Not in this stream, over the years. When you're a YouTuber, you get people say all kinds of things to you. The thing that I've learned is, like, there are definitely some very angry people on YouTube. But thankfully, the majority of people are nice. Well, I think the majority of people don't really even say anything. Like, even if they don't like you, they won't say anything, which is the best way to go about it, you know? It's like, if I ever watch a YouTuber and I'm thinking to myself, wow, I really don't like this, I don't comment, I just stop watching. Be honest, am I annoying? Not at all. Definitely not. One thing I get a lot of very strange comments on my videos is I get people like leaving weird comments about my island. Like, people come into, like, and bear in mind, the video will have nothing to do with my island. I'll just be playing it in the background, and people will be like, oh, your island looks so unfun to walk around, or I hate the, like, literally verbatim people have said, I hate the way your island looks, and or you've ruined the game and that. Because obviously I have a very heavily terraformed island. It is a bit of a maze, you know, it's crazy. But it always surprises me when people comment, like, on other people's islands, because it's like, alright, first of all, I didn't ask, okay? Didn't ask. Just 'cause I got the comments open doesn't mean I asked. And then secondly, it's like, but what does your island look like? Is your island really that good? And how would you feel if I came to your island and I was like, oh wow, this looks terrible, you know? But I think a lot of people think it does tend to happen to, like, islands that get seen a lot more, you know, like whether it's a YouTuber or maybe someone who designs their island on Instagram. You know, you get a lot of comments like that. Like, I know a lot of my Animal Crossing pals who do, like, design videos and such, like, have gotten lots of comments like that, you know, people like Lex Play and Kato and that. But it's a very strange thing to comment on. It's like, the whole point of Animal Crossing New Horizons is to design an island the way you like, you know? It's to design your island the way you like it. Which is why I always say to people, you know, I know there's a lot of people who, you know, maybe haven't decorated their islands that much and they might not feel that confident in them. But honestly, like, I think all islands are good. I genuinely do. I think every island has merit. You know, as long as you've, like, put your own touch into it, whatever that may be. I mean, I know this is going to sound very cliche. This is going to sound incredibly cliche to me. This is the sort of thing, like, my mum would say to me to make me feel better. But when I see people, like, leaving negative comments about other people's islands, I do genuinely think it comes from a place of jealousy. I really do. Like, I know that's very cliched, and it probably doesn't always. Maybe they do just genuinely hate the island. But I think a lot of people wish they could do islands a certain way. And instead of, like, looking at it as it like, oh wow, I love this, it's more like, oh, I hate it because I can't do it that way. But really, anyone can design a cool island, honestly. And I mean, we've seen that from, like, these streams where we've gone and visited people's... Felicity again? Didn't we just see you? If I see her one more time, I'm just going to pick her up, because I was thinking about it last time, to be honest. But yeah, I do think anyone can make a good island. Yeah, maybe insecurity is the better word, Luna. That's actually a good way of describing it. I feel like they're insecure about their own islands, so they need to kind of lash out about other people's islands. I mean, you know, the thing is, sometimes criticism about people's islands can be a good thing, but it should be if they're open to it, you know? It's like an artist, for example. Like, let's say someone shares a painting they've painted, and someone randomly just says, "Oh wow, this is terrible." Or you know, no. A better example would be the person randomly says, "Wow, I like this, but you know, you could have done this better, and you could have designed this better." Like, yeah, constructive criticism is a good thing, but with creative stuff, not everyone is looking for constructive criticism. Sometimes people just want to share something, and you can enjoy it, or you might not. But sometimes people aren't open to that. And I kind of do feel that way about my island. I mean, I'm not necessarily like against people telling me how I can improve my island, because it's helpful, you know. But bubbles again? Come on. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like... I've designed my island to be how I want it to be. So I realize it won't be to everyone's taste, and I'm fine with that. I think, unfortunately, you know, definitely in the gaming community, there can be a tendency to not keep things to yourself sometimes, which I probably did this a lot in the past with like games like Pokemon, you know, where you'll see someone maybe like do something wrong in a video game, which you can't really do anything wrong in Animal Crossing, to be fair, and people have to kind of come and correct you. Like with Splatoon, that's a very common thing, you know, if you don't play a certain way, you get a lot of people correcting you. But I think often it's good just to let people play games the way they want to play them and the way they enjoy playing them. So, I mean, they paid for the game at the end of the day. You know, as long as they're not doing anything harmful, that's the only thing. But I also, you know, it's not to say I don't think constructive criticism can be, it can be a good thing too. But I guess it needs to be welcomed, because not everyone is going to be welcoming it. Yeah, I feel like we've seen bubbles like 5 times in this whole stream, which is kind of mind-blowing. Thanks for the compliments on my island, by the way. I mean, I didn't really say thank you to people for those, but I do really appreciate it. I'm happy with my island, you know? I think something I've tried to slowly do is make it a bit more open, just so that it doesn't all feel super enclosed. I've tried to make some more open spaces. I mean, for me, designing open spaces is probably the hardest part of designing in New Horizons. That's something I don't have any tips for. But I'm learning, you know, I'm improving a little bit. And I think that's cool. I think it's cool that you can still improve with the game in like, after all these years. I mean, come March, this will be my 3rd year of having Kokomo. And I'm definitely going to post another video. It's been a bit of a tradition. I posted one for the 1st year. I posted one this year for the 2nd year. So, speaking of Pokemon, have you played the new games? I have. And I really enjoyed them. I thought it's some of the most fun I've had playing Pokemon for years. Very glitchy games. Lots of issues. Lots of like weird, confusing decisions. Like, why did you take away the ability to choose if you switch out or not? But the core part of it, the most important part of it to me is it fun? And I gotta say, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are really fun. I do think they're fun. The exploration is great. I gotta say that. It's definitely a lot better than Legends Arceus, which did feel very limited kind of once you've seen enough stuff. It basically just took almost everything that I liked from Legends Arceus and made it better. So yeah, I really do enjoy Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Can we get punchy? Unfortunately, it's not possible. We can only get Peppy villagers right now. I'll be in Scarlet for Christmas, well, I hope you enjoy. I'm excited to see what kinds of DLC and stuff they come out with it. That'll be a lot of fun. Story of the games hit me hard in the feels. I know, the story was really good this time. A lot of like the recent Pokemon games have had problems with the characters kind of being a bit forgettable. Oh, it's Audi, let's go. Okay, well, we found our Peppy villager. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, lots of the Pokemon games recently have had problems with characters being kind of forgettable, so I'm glad that these ones had a proper story and such, and it was fleshed out. But that was quite cool. Yeah, now we've got Audi as well. Okay, so we've got Audi, we've got Marina, and we've got Bob moving in. So we did it. We got 3 villagers, and we basically completed every goal we gotta do. We didn't have to delete the island, which is really good. We get to keep this island, and it looks like we'll be doing more challenges on this island, so that's a lot of fun. I'm happy about that. Hopefully in the next challenge we won't have to delete my island either. So yeah, but that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the end of the stream. I really do appreciate everyone stopping by. It's been a lot of fun. This stream will probably be turned into a video, so I hope you'll look forward to that video at some point, maybe like next week or something. And yeah, definitely really glad to complete it. So yeah, thanks everyone for your support throughout the stream. I do really appreciate it. Appreciate all the new members and the super chats, and just everyone being here as well. I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, I will catch you guys in the next stream. I can't tell you exactly when I'm going to be streaming next, but if you don't already, give me a follow on Instagram. It's in the description. I usually post about my streams on there before I go live, so if you don't want to miss it, that's when you can see them. And yeah, I'll see you in the next stream and the next video, hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, catch you all soon. Thanks for stopping by, and goodbye.